UCLA.
Yeah, and clearly both of these teams are feeling in rhythm. Arizona from the SLC, Oregon State from the PNCLL, and Oregon State.
On the weekend, a trimmed down roster dealing with a lot of injuries and other things going on with their program. The Lax Cats, they're on full strength right now, and they're coming off a productive season for the team. They're looking to pick things up. What do you see playing out on the field? Both teams feel pretty good.
I think this is Arizona's game to lose, but Oregon State is a very against this stout Arizona defense.
Defense for the Beavers, strong as well. Widmer in net to start for them. And just a reminder here for anyone who was tuning in to the first game, and if this is your first game of the day tuning in, there is no clock available for us during these games across the field, just a makeshift scoreboard. And so we do our best to keep it estimated. But as we saw in the first game, our guesses are not too great, so we'll keep the flow going for you and try to do our best with that. And with that, we are underway. The opening face-off being battled for. Still up in the air. Way to scrum to get things going off here. 3 guys apiece for each team. It's coming away with it. Long stick for the Beavers. They'll get things going. It was Hendry. Now they'll set up. And that next with it, Watkins. They'll move it up. Rotating back around up high. Over for Heron. Heron will make a move. On the right side, a fire shot. That one bounced and goes wide, right to the left of the goal. It'll stay with the Beavers, though. And the net. Cathcart with it. Hard right on him. He tries and shot and score. Right away, it's the Beavers on top of the first possession of the game. Oregon State, 1-0.
And Tanner Nago only allowed 1 or 2.
The star goalkeeper for the Lax Cats, unable to stop that one. Very quick score for the Beavers. Once again, we don't have an official clock, but that one's certainly coming in the first minute of play. Back on the face-off, and it looks like it'll be won by the Beavers again. It is. Picking it up on the ground ball. Roscoe with it. They'll continue. Step on the right side. Now look back behind the net. Controlled by Godin. And we'll move things around, get some different personnel out on the field, take their time. On the right side, and toss it back to Bosco. It'll go to a teammate before it gets sent right back to him. On the side of the field, I'll make a run, and to fire back a shot. That one's going to go wide. Down shot to the left of the goal. Back behind the net, it's Cathcart with it. Makes a move and spins to the right side of the net. Goes back, looks in front for a man there, but they cannot connect. So they try to keep it in bounds. Unable to do so, though. Bosco can't get it, and so the Lax Cats going back the other way.
It's their first chance to get a look at this Lax Cat offense.
Patiently, toss it off to a couple teammates. They'll toss it around, back to Bundy.
You may not be seeing William Stanback out there, 4-time attackman, or 4-year attackman for the Lax Cats, who played so well throughout his career. He graduated last year, so to have him missing, they've had to figure out ways to fill that hole, but they've certainly started the year out right.
Move it to Gaudreau, then back to the right side, and back to the forward on the left. They'll break it to the center of the field. It gets into the box. Works off a pick, fires a shot from the right side. That bounces wide off the cage. Arizona will hold on to it. Austin Miller, the man, to go back for it. Freshman attacker for Arizona. Leave it off for a teammate. Green with it. Will then move back up out of the box, and now with it is Gaudreau. Knocks over a man. Pass to the left. The firing shot is blocked before it can get back to the cage, but it's right back into the stick of Fowler before it's knocked away from him. And back the other way, go to the Beavers. And with some speed, they'll look. Catch the Lax Cats off guard, but unfortunately the pass goes away from the stick where it was intended for the Beavers, and so Arizona will take over.
Yeah, and clearly Oregon State has a lot of momentum right now. You can see it in how fast they move up and down the field in transition. And for Arizona, it's going to be a matter of whether or not they can just start to patiently work their way into their offensive set, where they have a lot of talented depth.
Penny with it all on the right side. Pressure put on him, and he leaves it off for Green with it. Green looking to make some room for himself. He'll toss it behind back of the cage for extend it back, and it's up for Gaudreau. That's actually Bundy down there, back behind the goal crease. Back to Gaudreau. Blackscats taking their time on this possession, trying to slow the game down. Oregon State trying to keep the tempo pretty quick. Arizona's got some line changes out here. They got personnel they want. On the right side. They're now back behind the net, back to Bundy. Then over to Frew, and then back up top. Jordan with it. He'll make a move and work to his right. No shot was there, so sent back behind the net. Bundy. Inside, Shrew with it again. They'll go right back up top. Making a run there. A nice defense from Kaczynski, the captain for Oregon State. Back up top. And Duran has it. Ball around, finds his way back behind the net. Green will work. It's knocked off, so he changes direction. Now pass up on the left side to the top where Bundy has it. Bundy sticks with it. Set things up for the Blackscats. Nice move there on the left side. The defense strong. So it's back up top with Wine with a big shot for Duran. And decide to just pass it back behind the net.
Yeah, you can tell they're looking for an opening in this Oregon State defense.
Shot there is spot on. Save for the day for Whitmer. Captain, goalkeeper for the Beavers.
Big mistake in the clearing game there.
Battling for it now in the Arizona zone. Well, it's scooped all the way out. Oregon State looks like they'll get a handle on it. They will. Watkins coming with the ground ball here. He still has possession. Knocked out of bounds there. For a while. Too strong on that. He gets set on his game.
And please tweet in at us if you're...
Team from Arizona. Bundy. Start things off for the Blackscats. He's on the right side. Back up top. Finds Falbo. Works to his right back to Falbo. Whistle, the ball will head the other way. Oregon State with their speed and tempo. Here they come down the field. Belmar with it. Belmar will look to his left. Pass. Another pass down low. And then it's now back. Cathcart had a shot opportunity there, but did not take the side to slow things up. But pass down there. And then to Belmar, and it'll go the other way. Albo brings it in to the offensive half of the field. It's off to Bundy. Check it down low. Green.
And Brett, one of the biggest clashes right now to look at is the style of both of these teams. And I mean actual apparel style. The UofA Blackscats have some great helmets, but I'm a big sucker for the orange and black. I think it's a great combo. Not for us as broadcasters, but for yeah, but it's a very cool color combo.
Albo on the right side shot there off the back side of the cage, no less, but nice play by Whitmer. Use his athleticism to scoop up the ground ball and get things going for Oregon. You mentioned the difference in the style. Also on the field, the tempo working here for Oregon State, but a knockdown is set to.
I mean, that's more Brown anyway. So I guess those don't count. The Cleveland Browns have this color. I'm not a Cleveland Browns fan, I think it is. But they do have that color.
On the right side was let's go with it, and he moves it back behind that. Pass looking for Cathcart. Can't connect. So Arizona will be the recipient of that turnover. Or rather, actually, no, this will stay with Oregon State. Simpson. Cathcart with it. Now back behind that. They work to the right side. The quick shot. Nice save. For Arizona, they're going to move back down the field. Great set play there for Oregon State. Better save.
And Tanner Nego trying to ascend to that top rank of goalkeepers in the country. He's had a great career at Arizona.
Green doing it all himself. Has it all to the right side. The shot is saved by Whitmer. What about battle of goaltenders we might see here today? And it's back the other way. Oregon State moving down with some speed. Blasco with it. First to his right with a shot to the sides. Otherwise, toss it back behind and set up.
And for those of you who didn't catch any of the action earlier, USC was able to knock off Cal 8-6 in a big win for the Trojans, and the Sun Devils really had their way with Stanford, winning that one 17-4 just before this game.
So he moves around until Heron finds it. He's driving right side and calls it back behind that. Cathcart on the left side. Top. Down low, streaking from behind the X, and then that goal. And Dill comes out from behind the net, untouched. He squeezes it right by Tanner Nego for the second goal.
And you get a chance to see on the sideline how deep these rosters run. UofA is going to have the upper hand in the long haul in terms of substitutions.
Absolutely, the Oregon State Beavers a little short-handed today, especially even from the normal roster, dealing with some injuries and such, and so Arizona will have the fresher legs. We would assume that was Dill, though, the senior on the goal. They're out to a good start. So for Arizona, a slow one after a slow start yesterday as well. Coach Pepper can't be too happy with that. And then for Oregon State, Coach Stelling has got to be happy that his team responded and has started. Come out of the gates very strong here. Cathcart had it again behind the net. Oregon State doing a nice job of moving the ball around, waiting for Arizona to possibly open a door for them. Top of the zone. Fire and shot. Bounce shot. Nice save by Tanner Nego. Went low for that one. The shot coming courtesy of Heron. Arizona moves up with it. Along the right side. Back up top. Baker.
We mentioned William Stanback earlier. Seems like he's tuning in. He says, thanks for the shout-out. Looking forward to watching Green, Bundy, and Ford take control of this Lax Cat offense.
See if they can right here. Bundy gets it over on the right side. It's back up top. We're true. On the right side, nice spin move, and then almost a shot, and then a pass back behind that. They'll look back in front. The stick knocks that way down. Still loose in front. Green is there. He can't get a handle on it. About 20 different guys in front of the net, and down goes the Beaver player, but they'll move forward nonetheless. Oregon State gets another chance here. They had much more time of possession in the early going today. On the right, Ben Dill. Toss it around behind the net. Move it to the far side. Belmore just comes into the game now. Back to Dill, and it goes up to Belmore once again. Spin move by Blasco. Another spin move by Blasco. Pulls off shot. That one over the net. And misfires. Oregon State will maintain possession.
And I think he got a little too eager there, as I think he had a little more time than he thought.
Moving around, nice. Blasco with it again. This time from the left side, he winds and fires this one. Missing to the left. Oregon State firing away here so far, but missing not. Back behind the net. Set up. Dill working with it. Dill still with it. He pulls out in front, but right into the net. Oh, Nego for a save.
Clearly, this UofA defense has gone through the adjustment necessary to catch that play this time around, because that was the exact same play that Dill ran only a couple minutes ago that came up with a goal. And this time around, there was help defense ready to crash in on it.
in the second innings. Yep. Here's Lex come off the field. Coming on. Pedro, he has it now. Back behind the net. Foster Bundy to his teammate.
And a tweet from Mark Coleman. Shout out to Foster Bundy from the boys at MICDS. I don't know what MICDS is, but a shout out from the boys there. I would hope so.
Pedro makes a move at the top of the zone and then passes back behind him. Into Spalbo, and then he'll go down low with Amos Green, making a move to the center. He loses possession. It's loose in front of Oregon State. Comes away with it, the lone goal for Bertoli. And he'll move up with it. Looking for teammate Stowe. He's in control. Ball serious on the ground and being picked up finally by Henkel. We'll get another chance here. Nolan Baker. Junior defenseman. This is back for Arizona State. Excuse me, Arizona. Trying to get things going.
And looking at this Oregon State roster from last year, Cathcart, we mentioned, already coming up with that goal-scoring effort. He had 32 of those last year. Definitely a player that you can expect this OSU offense to rely on. While we mentioned William Stanback graduated, but Ben Green and Foster Bundy with not so bad numbers themselves.
Another battle for the side. Briefly coming away with it was Green, I think. Was, but he was still. Possession will stay with Arizona, though.
So is this end of first quarter?
As the 2014 numbers, Ben Green had 42 points, Hunter Floyd with 35, Foster. But Arizona trying to capitalize in these final moments of this first quarter with this possession.
Right here. Starting with it. Martinez. That's Green. They're half the field. Sometimes draw the clock down. Opportunity off the half. Green makes it. Looking in front for a man. He's got him, but what a save there by Wheeler. On the attempt of Austin Miller. Away with it. Chance right on the front doorstep of North there. Nice save. Keep the lead at 2 goals for Oregon State. That'll be the whistle. That. You know what, this time. There we go. Be the end. What a while. Actually, except for that season. There's some recent history. Not much between these two teams. It was interesting to see how the Pac-12 teams fare against each other in this tournament. About to be underway here for our second quarter of action. Oregon State leading 2-0 over Arizona. Cathcart and Dill, the goal scorers for the Beavers. Using their up-tempo style to catch Arizona off guard and coming away with it to open the second half. Excuse me, the second quarter. Kaczynski, the captain for the Beavers. Right down low, right away. A shot chance opportunity for Belmore, right in front. That one sails over the net. State keep control of it. Moves it down low. And Perkins then behind that. Over for Cathcart. Back up top. They'll cycle things around and look for an option. Making a cut is Heron looking in front. He's got a man there, but Arizona's all over that one. Loose ball here. And Arizona will come away with the ground ball. It's Gutierrez. He loses his footing though, tries to advance the ball forward, unable to do so. So possession will go in favor of the Lax Cats. Green will start things for Arizona. Possession.
A couple tweets coming in, one from Gaines, Bundy. Shout out to my big brother Foster. I think it's a lot of love. She says, keep up the good work, homie. Hurt you. I don't want to say love you because I don't know if that's what she meant. Valentine's Day gets things all confused. Katie O'Hara then tweets in, number 6 is really hot. I think I need some water. We don't know which number 6 she's referring to. Maybe Josh Bertoli from Oregon State, or Hunter Gore.
And speaking of Hunter Gore, there's fires a shot just over the net. Almost a chance there. Almost some great timing throughout this conversation, unless she's referring to.
It's true. It's true.
So I'm not sure. Anyway, back to the field of action now behind the net. Dealing with it was Bundy. He'll toss it up front. Bundy, of course, the fan favorite so far in this one. Pressure's on for Foster to perform here today. Everyone's watching him. Albo has it. He'll back up and make a move to his left. Fire a shot. That one's in the back of the net. That's good. First ball game for Arizona. They now trail at this point.
And the last cats were waiting to come up with that one.
Courtesy of the stick of Gaudreau. Cut the lead 2-1. Last cats respond. We'll see if Oregon State will now do the same. Away with the victory on the draw. Schaefer, the man with it. Perkins, he leads off Cathcart. Stowe on the right side. Wasco, he'll make a move, cut inside, and they score. There's the response. Wasco gets on the board for the Beavers, and they extend the lead right back. Huge goal for the Beavers right there. On the draw is Schaefer for the Beavers. Try to come up with a second straight victory. He does, and he'll make a run down the center of the field, working with one hand, and he fires, and that one's wide to the right of the net. Mango almost not even expecting that shot. Nice run by Schaefer. Oregon State now set up their offense for another goal. Cathcart on the right side, he makes the move, fires that one off the post, I believe. It wasn't the post, it meant in the helmet of Meg. By the way, it ricochets out of bounds, it'll stay with Oregon State. Nice shot there by Cathcart using his big body. Create an opportunity for himself. Let's go back to him, Cathcart, and then he'll toss it behind the net. Drive it again. Nice movement by the Beavers. Aaron has it in his stick. He'll make a move to his right. Toss behind the net. The pass can't be received. For Arizona. Nolan Baker. They'll move forward. That leg across the midway line. Make a step on his own. He had some room to the right. He'll toss it back behind the net for Bundy. Leaves it for Green, and then he'll share it right on back to Foster. Back to Green as they wait for some personnel changes. As coming into the game and receiving the pass right away is
that's called the IM field.
foul ball.
Yeah, and a couple clarifications. MICDS is Mary Institute in St. Louis Country Day School in St. Louis, Missouri. For anybody who might even wonder, that's what that is. We have another tweet coming in from also about Foster Bundy from Harold.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, he's his idol. He's learned everything he knows from him. And so this is the second time in 2 games we've heard about somebody learning everything they know from him. Which means Foster Bundy must have raised Harold, taught him the alphabet, taught him every single thing that he knows. Which is honestly, that's true of him.
Yeah, Foster Bundy's got the expectations.
I know.
He's got to perform.
This guy's got to be the most popular guy on campus.
Half of our audience is tuning in strictly for Foster Bundy. He has the ball right there. We'll toss it up top. Gaudreau. Step back, create some space. Lax Cats taking their time here. Haven't got a shot off yet on this possession. Spin move by Gore.
Speaking of Gore, Katie O'Hara also tweeted back again, trying to clarify which number 6 she's talking about. She says, I'm talking about the hot number 6, not the other one. Then, I don't care about the muscles, I care about the face. #not. So, if you have good-looking muscles, and you happen to be a number 6 who is considered hot, you are probably the one for Katie O'Hara. We still don't know. It's either Bertoli or Hunter Gore. Maybe neither of those two. Maybe it's another number 6.
Gore fires something on net right there. I'm not sure if it was a shot or a pass. Either way, Oregon State comes away with it. So if Hunter Gore is the one she's referring to, not this play right there, he even comes up limping and he heads to the sideline.
And he did have a man posted down low trying to come up with that reception, and unfortunately for the Lax Cats, there was a Beaver posted right there. And that's great awareness on the defensive side for OSU.
Fires, nice job. Arms away, and they move down the field, and now with a nice break, stay towards the net. Velasco, he pulls to the right and then fires wide other net.
So Katie O'Hara again tweets in, Foster Bundy is my ish. Foster Bundy is the most famous human on the planet. Yeah. I have never gotten more tweets about one person in my life, and I guarantee you by saying that, I'm going to get at least a couple more.
I think we're just now like egging it on.
Remember, tweet in at Trey Lanthier. If you like Foster Bundy or anybody else, please tweet in, let us know. So we're not getting too much Oregon State. I want to hear about the Beavers. Where are the Beavers fans at?
Even this one's 3-1 right now. There should be a lot of chatter going on for the Beavers. Really an impressive showing to start this one. We're in the second quarter, probably about halfway through, because once again, I say probably, we don't have an official clock available to us. So we've had some trouble guessing earlier on in the day and even this game, so we're going to temper expectations in that regard. Hope to keep things on track as best we can. An open opportunity here for the Beavers, but the shot is misfired by Ben Dill. Coming way left of the goal, but nonetheless, flag out on the field. Looks like we're going to get an opportunity for Oregon State to add on to their 2-goal lead.
Yeah, Oregon State really looking great. They're taking advantage of every opportunity that's coming their way, and they've been controlling the pace of this game so far. That's really been the factor that they've held over the Lax Cats so far. It feels like it's a different speed.
Hold possession. Get it, got it. Off to the left of the net, looks forward. And then you got Bosco looking up top. Kaczynski was there, but he can't corral it. Arizona had it for a second, but then lose it. It's back to Bosco. Bosco peeled back, they got pressure on him. Wait, showing some patience there, and avoids danger. And the Beavers are still in business. It's back to Bosco. He winds and fires. That was way a couple of shots here on on the possession for the Beavers, but unable to even hit the net yet. Force Nega to make it stop. Shot from the left side comes on once again. It is misfired.
And Brett, breaking news, we officially have some OSU love on Twitter as Brett Hudlin tweets and says, number 7 on Oregon State, Richard Brosco is so hot. So there you have it. There you have it. There's at least one hot player on OSU.
You get on that, because this could be some big news here for Oregon State, the Arizona Lax Cats. That they don't know about this. Back behind the net, Oregon State still has working their possession here. Cathcart winds and he fires and scores. Up in the right corner. Bullet to the back of the net, right past Tanner Nego. And Oregon State
all that they can use.
Scoring the second goal up at the first shot of the possession that actually landed on Tanner Nego. And then for Schaefer on the draw. So bring it down in for Oregon State. They will set up once again another goal. If it comes here, it would be huge for the Beavers. Very strong early in this one. Roscoe. That's another spin move from him. He's fake. He still holds on to it. Tried to get the shot away. Being hit by it. Unable to do so, though. It's a ground ball waiting for someone to come away with it. Still on the ground. It gets kicked, and that one will head out of the foot. Stay with the Beavers. On the right side. Once again, no fire. That one is way. This is way right side of it. Good defense there from Jackson Penny for Arizona. Trying to do the same thing he did just over a minute ago. About his third goal of the game, but unable to do so. Still with it on the left side. Covered by Baker, and then go right back around. Picks up card stick. Up top to Costco, and then for Green. He'll make the move. Heron. Fires it. Pass. He deposits it home. Cathcart has his third goal of the game.
Toss your hats, ladies and gentlemen. It's a hat trick for
Oregon State Beavers really taking it to the Lax Cats here in the second quarter. Just a couple minutes remaining in our second quarter. Arizona looking to bounce back. We mentioned the 10 goals to none in favor of them yesterday against Oregon in the second half. It looks like something like that once again here today. I'm not sure if this is a problem that might plague the Lax Cats all season long, or if it's something given to their style of play so far on this team. Obviously, they want to get better at their starts. Face-off battle. Actually, pulled back and won by Arizona. Finally, a possession here for Arizona. Oregon State had quite a few moments there with the ball on offense. Arizona will set up. Right side, it's Green.
Max is actually
He's crushing it.
Max is actually doing better.
He's in Mike's company. Mike is his commander.
Green will use some patience here to let things, let the clock roll down, I would assume, in the half.
He's twice as tough as he was.
Arizona is actually a man down. In this instance, they're trying to kill some of that clock and get back to full strength. A nice cross-field pass and a shot. Oh, goodness, that's not there. I went down low on him. It was crossed the phone and the man of the match with the attempt. But right away, it's Oregon State right back down the field. It looks like Schaefer on the right side with it.
It's usually Oregon's domain, that's usually Simon Fraser's domain, and we've seen so far today, Oregon State can hang with a lot of teams.
Oregon had a potential maybe for a bounce back year this season. It looks like Oregon State will be reigning supreme.
There's 4 blocks, 0 and 2.
First state of Oregon this year. Here late in the second quarter, and Oregon State has a chance to add to that lead, and guess what? They do. Right on the field. Ryan Falvo. 6-1. The Beavers have extended the lead to 5.
And that's just a great.
They lack the depth on the bench. They're using their up-tempo style to their favor here today. And the Lax Cats need to respond quickly. A goal before the half, even a couple, would be huge in keeping this game under control. Face-off victory for Arizona here, so they get a chance on offense. Unless this turns into a turnover. The ball is loose, but we'll stay with Arizona out of bounds. Green will bring it in. Austin. Center. Baker has it. Bring it to the right side. He'll stop and set up the offense. Middle of the field. Top of your screen, you can drill. Also now coming in 3D.
Still March in the spring, but
Loose ball back behind the net. Green couldn't really find it. Took a funky bounce on him, but he does eventually corral the loose ball. He's making a move along the right side of the net. Nice cover defense there to keep him from stepping out in front. And so the ball comes back out up top. Arizona try again here. A shot from the top of the zone. Bounces over there. Throw on the opportunity there.
So this first half starting to wind down a little bit. You can see an urgency to Arizona's step. They are trying to somehow work this lead down a little bit. A 5-goal lead it is a very tough one to overcome. But this is an Arizona team that's experienced enough to pull it off.
Yeah, he can't get the shot through. A lot of bodies in front. Now a loose ball. Arizona gets the ball. The roach is too much for him. And it'll be Oregon State going back the other way. first half. Plenty of time for a couple more goals if your team is willing to get them on the board. Caught on the left side. Go back up top. Set up. Coming onto the field. Receiving the pass. Still. And then we'll go back. Into a pass card on the left side. Cross up for Kaczynski. A lot of patience being shown here by Oregon State. Now behind the net, there may be a chance here. Working some tight space is Ben Dill. Dill, a hesitation. And trying to squeeze through two defenders, unable to do so. And Arizona will come away with it. Nego avoiding a stick there and moving the ball forward.
And that was very solid defense right there, just collapsing in on an offensive threat and forcing the ball free.
Arizona looking now with just under 2 minutes remaining in the half. Black Cats trying to cut the lead down from 5. Bundy will then move over. Fabo has it at the top of the zone. Back for Bundy. Wine and fire. That one, a tough angle shot straight to the side. Arizona will maintain possession. Drill with it. Toss it over Green. Green making the move out of the right side of it. Looks in front, but a nice save there by Widmer. Picking up the ground ball and firing a shot in the last couple seconds of the half. Arizona Lax Cats. Boy, what a surprising score through the first half here. It's underway here. LBC Drake Stadium against UCLA. The Pac-12 shootout. Arizona and Oregon State. Technicality gets things underway, and possession begins for the Beavers, who lead 6-1 over 14th ranked team in the country, Arizona. Quite a strong showing for the Beavers in the first half. Scoring in bunches, keeping the pace of game in their favor. We must remember that Arizona did outscore Oregon yesterday, 10-0 in the second half. It was 42 at the half, and they're still out for 10 unanswered in that one.
It'll be interesting to see if they can pull that off again 2 days in a row, because clearly they look fatigued from yesterday's game. Don't look like they have the same jump to their step, while Oregon State looks well rested after doing pretty much the same thing to Utah that Arizona did to Oregon.
It's surprising given their lack of depth, but right away, Green has a breakaway shot for himself, and what a save by Widmer.
Green had all the time in the world, had the feet on his man, and somehow, some way, big time save.
Widmer, captain for this Oregon State team, has really stepped up here today. Quite a few point-blank saves made by him. A nice attempt there by Green on the chance, and we saw there the turnover because of the rule change. Any ball coming out of the box back across the field is an automatic change of possession, and so Arizona was awarded the ball and broke right down the field. Had a chance there, but could not hold on to it though. Bundy on the left side. Back to Green, will take a pass and send it back to Bundy. Arizona looking for the first goal of the half. Bundy makes a move, cuts to the center. Takes a pass and will finally then tossing us back behind that. Green comes up with it. Green looks to peel around that. Finds a man on the left. It's Gaudreau with it. Gaudreau sends it back to Green. Miller behind that. Play catch, toss it back. Green will bring the ball up to the top of the zone. Bundy trying to make a move, but he's held off by Kaczynski. Bundy does eventually get by, but no direction score at the goal. Green has it now on the left side. Changes direction, changes once again, and will step back. Nice defensive effort there by Bertoli. Arizona still maintains possession. Then they get a shot off finally. That one bounces wide of the Kings. Gaudreau on the shot. Arizona will maintain possession. to Miller, and Miller on the right side winds, and then wide right of the team. Back to get it this Green. Gets it into Valvo. Valvo takes a move, lost it over for Bundy, firing the shot, heading of Widmer. And he got it up quickly and moving the other way. A long stick for the Beavers. It's Holy. That's Hart Thompson for Oregon State. Still has the ball on his stick. Actually, though, it's knocked out of his stick, and back the other way to Arizona. Has some numbers here. With speed, moving down the field, Gaudreau. He's level, and he's down. And they're going to whistle.
And he is getting back up to his feet, but he was definitely hit very hard in transition on that play. Head coach Derek Pedra came all the way out.
Lax Cats there.
I noticed you used the tweet there. There's a tweet from Katie O'Hara saying, "Your voice is hotter than pecan pie." I think she is. I think she is. Well, you don't have a Twitter, so she could be talking about it. Well, we know.
Talking about a lot of things.
True, true. So, just like that infamous number 6.
Yeah, we just Oregon State with possession now on their side on offense. Seth got it. Trying to make a move all on himself. He goes back for Cathcart behind the net. How did he find that one into the net? Wow, what a goal for Kevin Cathcart. He gets his 4th tally of the game. It's 6-1.
Conference attack at 32 goals, and he's continuing that trend going forward this season.
Just a wonderful effort there with his part. His body was even behind the goal line, and he whipped that stick over to get a chance on goal. Casanega letting up his 7th goal of the game so far, so not his best day. And once again, Cathcart gets a grit from the right side, this time way up above the goal line, but misfires. Oregon State will keep possession though. Seth got it back to get him and bring it back in for the Beavers. Send it all over to Perkins.
And Arizona's going to have to start putting Oregon State on its toes, forcing some turnovers and getting it back the other way if they want to avoid this game becoming something of a blowout.
Perkins pass up to Kaczynski. Junior midi, also a captain for Oregon State. A young and inexperienced team. So they got 3 captains, all juniors on their roster. Kaczynski will continue to work with the ball, just wasting some time here, showing some patience. Trying to get the Arizona defense out of order. They'll leave it off for Seth Godin. Works back around behind the net. Leaves it off for Cathcart. Foster Bundy, the man getting all the attention on Twitter, but Cathcart, the man on the field, who deserves all of it. Tries to break through 2 defenders here, but nice defensive edge.
I don't think that's a heads-up play from Cathcart. You got to be willing to give up the ball when you're faced up with 2 very skilled long poles, and they sandwiched him there, drove the ball free, and that's a turnover that you shouldn't experience as the Beavers if Cathcart simply just gives that ball up.
So Arizona will set up. Baker bringing in and checking into the box for Lax Cats. Green down in for Bundy. At the top of the zone. Checking out is Baker. Ball finds its way down low. Behind the net for Bundy. Send it back down low and up top. On the right side, streaking in was Trinidad. Valvo with it. Try to step to the center and nice coverage defense there by Oregon State to recover.
This is a big possession right here for UofA to try and get some confidence here. At the very least, gets quality shots.
Quality shot right there. Pick, but a nice save from Widmer.
Yeah, and Widmer hasn't really had to move too far off his block. These shots have really kind of been right into the head of the stick. So I'm wondering what's going on with this UofA offense right now, because they're getting open looks. We've been talking about it, and yet it's not panning out the way that it usually does for the Lax Cats offense.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of shots heading in right to the stick and the netting of Whitmer. He hasn't had to go low or too high for anything so far. For Arizona, they are getting some quality opportunities, but not able to execute. Resume play after the whistle. Loose ball down in the corner. Pick up. Makes a move. Nice one, and then tosses it over to Perkins. Perkins really has two defenders on him. He tosses back to Dill. A streaky man in front, and the pass could not be received. Picked up. It's really covered by Perkins. He loses it though eventually. So it'll go down the field for Arizona where Bundy. So little man picks it up and uses his speed. He avoids one man. He's got another man draped all over him. He avoids him as well. And then he will, upon seeing the swarm of Beaver defenders who came back to recover, decides to peel out. And Arizona gets some personnel out of the field and set up for their possession. Now trailing 6 goals in this one. We're probably about halfway through the third quarter. Once again, no official clock provided here today. Across the field, just doing with one scoreboard. So we'll do our best to keep you informed on where this game stands in terms of time. Something you might be able to do is check out the Twitter feeds of both of these teams as they are across the field near the scorers table, so they're much more in tune with the time of game. So we've been relying on that for some of our information. If you'd like to do the same, check out Oregon State or the Arizona Lax Cats on Twitter, and they might give you a little more, some better time updates than we would be able to.
Yeah, and those types of errors are really going to hurt. It looks like they're giving this.
Yeah, say it stays.
I'm not sure exactly what that is, unless there was a call elsewhere, because that definitely wasn't a shot opportunity.
This is like
So this pass, regardless, will stay in for Arizona. Gaudreau being bodied on the left side.
For Arizona, the comeback needs to start now. Down 6 goals, you have to get a spark going here at some point.
Top moves to the left for Green. Green looking in center. Pass cannot be received though. Get to Oregon State and move down the field and try to push the tempo. Crossing in the half-field area and then into the box. And winding and firing is Kaczynski. The captain, he misfires and it goes to the right of the net. Back to get it. Will be Dill and Oregon State will maintain possession. Cathcart. That one sailed way over the net. Probably would have missed even if there was 3 nets on top of each other. That would miss it by about 10+ feet. Behind that a quick shot chance here, but it's probably laid out.
And Nego taking a pretty risky play there as he was assaulted by Cathcart down low, but still able to get the pass off.
Trouble at the top of the zone for Arizona. They'll turn it over, at least for a moment. And the ball is still loose on the ground. Hard check laid off on Dill. A whistle, and that might, again, that'll get called. Came up high on Dill, and so the ball will go in favor of Oregon State. A chance there almost through an open Aiden Stowe. The pass is through, and so Arizona will move forward. Steps in the box. Rogers taking his time. Set up for Bundy.
And we've got a couple more tweets coming in here. As Kaczynski, the Polish hammer, getting a shout out. D. Campbell 09. And yeah, absolutely. And then Katie O'Hara again tweeting, I think she's in her own channel.
See you over there. We're going to come over.
Apparently, Bay,
We'll see you over
before
there.
anything else for those of you who didn't know, is Dill.
Right away.
crash on through right there, and a nice job of utilizing his stick skills to catch that pass and quickly send it in on the net. And that's a big, big boost for U of A if they can keep riding this momentum and try to get this game back into their favor.
Interesting as well, because it looks like down on the attack, they've taken out, not taken out, but they've moved Foster Bundy. Moved Foster Bundy into the midfield, and there's a turnover, and Arizona will head back the other way. So there's some lineup changes on the field. They're keeping the same guys out there, but moving around personnel, Lax Cats are to try to get things going in their favor. Undisciplined passing from Roman Baker. Turned over right back the other way, right after the Beavers turned it over to themselves. And so Oregon State looking to answer that U of A goal. They did so after the first goal in the first half, the first quarter by Gaudreau for the Lax Cats. Oregon State did answer very quickly. They'll try to do the same here and extend the lead back to 6. Heron taking his time. Top of the zone. Leaves it to his right. Let's go with it. Back up. A lot of space here, especially in the center of the zone. Look at that. Watkins, and it'll get it right back to Guasco. Send it back for Heron, and Heron on the left side will make a move and try to cut to the center. The Lax Cats converge on him. 4 bodies. Eventually, one of them is able to get it away from his stick, but it ends up back on Guasco. Tosses it to a teammate. Sent it back down in the corner. Perkins will then go far side to Godin. And Godin will cut towards the net and fire and score. There's the answer. UofA gets a goal, and Oregon State jumps right back.
And that's the way that this game has really gone.
Following this game, one would think so, especially over an Arizona team that not many people are too down on. They're expected to compete play pretty competitively this season, obviously coming in at number 14. And they had a nice start to the season yesterday, and coming in here with a disappointing game so far today. Plenty of time left, however, about halfway through the third quarter. But it has been all Oregon State so far. The answer goal, courtesy of Seth Godin. Look, get another one right back to back after the middle goal for Arizona. The turnover will stop that try. Back down the field. What a move here for Arizona. What a chance, and that one's in the back of the net. Miller once again. Miller the pass actually and feeds it over to Ryan Baker. Baker with the goal right in front.
Really where they've been getting on the edge of this Oregon State defense by turning the ball over, forcing them to hustle back in transition defense.
Face-off is won by the Beavers. Not controlled for too long before Arizona. Some nice defense will force a turnover, and now they go back-to-back here. Heading it down the field and receiving it. Gaudreau, and Gaudreau will step in and receive word now that Hunter Gore will not return to the game with his apparent knee injury. He remains confident in this series. This coming from the Arizona Lax Cats Twitter. Once again, Hunter Gore will not return. And the correction, that really was Miller on the goal. So the feed from Baker to Miller. Up front for that goal. Another wind and blast. Way out. Saved by Whitman. And he's knocked away. I guess some pushing and shoving here. Flag will fly. The check was laid on Whitmer, and some Lax Cats were not happy about that one. And so a whistle to stop play here as things got a little chippy. Once again, yes, it was Miller. The goal scorer for the Wildcats, depositing their third of the day, and that's his second. What a game we've seen so far here today. 8-3 our score. We're in the final few minutes of the second quarter. Excuse me, third quarter. The underdog, the Beavers. 5-goal lead. Arizona piling a little bit of momentum here, and there is plenty of time left. 5-goal lead is a big one, but definitely not unsurmountable. And Bundy, the fan favorite, might be the guy to keep it going for Arizona. He goes off on the right side and tosses it back around behind the net. That's coming out Jackson Pitty with it. Excuse me, that is.
And that's just not a heads-up shot there. There was nobody back, and you're wrapping your arm around a player just to get the shot off. I'm not sure exactly what the goal was trying to pull off there.
Himmer turns it over on a long stretch pass. And Green set up for Arizona. Bundy now at the top. They wait for things to get going. He makes a cut to the left with a pick on the right. And he's taken down.
42.
Whistle though to stop it. Possession will stay as Wasco was called there on the hit. So Green now he'll wind and fire a low to high shot. Courtesy of his stick. And fires right by Whitmer.
The transition game, but it's been a struggle.
By the Water Country Sports Network, WCSN. Remember to tweet at us during the broadcast. We've had a lot of fun with that so far with you guys here today. At Trey Lamphere. Myself is non-existent on Twitter, and so you'll have to direct everything through my color commentator Trey. And we've got quite a game so far. This one, a surprising outcome so far. Plenty of time for the Arizona Lax Cats to now a comeback. Down 5 goals, though. It'll be tough to do here in this final quarter.
That's a big face-off win for them to start things off here and get possession and try to come up with some offensive rhythm in the early going, the early stages of this fourth quarter.
Now back behind that. Green. So way back up top. It's actually Foster Bundy, as we mentioned, the attack, and he's turned into a midfielder here halfway through the game. Changes here for it. The Lax Cats stepping out in front. There's Green, the whistle, and we will back the ball going the other way. Oregon State now. Mistakes have got to be minimal for the Lax Cats if they have a hope of getting back in this game.
They have a very slim margin for error.
And for the Beavers, it'll be all about taking advantage of all the opportunities they have. Their goal here would really be a big one. Now stepping in with plenty of room. Schaefer the shot. That one high and wide.
And you can see right there, the Arizona defense is playing very aggressively, very close defense, not much of a radius between them and the midfielders. And that was an example of how that defense can break down very easily. If you allow that player to break through, they're going to have open field between them and the net.
Yeah, Schaefer, the freshman, having a nice game for himself out here today. Wasco with it on the left side. He makes that move. Got some quick feet out there as Wasco. That's a great idea. Far side for Kaczynski. Kaczynski pulls back and fires a shot from the right side. A tough angle, and then a fight in front of the net for the ball. Coming away with it eventually is Nego, though. A great effort by Ben Dill to cause some trouble and see if he can get an opportunity, but Nego stayed strong in Arizona and tried him out. Begin to mount their comeback right here.
And some other scores coming in from around the MCLA. Georgia Tech beating University of Central Florida 10-1. Texas Tech with a 13-7 win over Tarleton State. So a lot of action going on this Sunday.
Babbitt, a long ball, brings it in for the Lax Cats. Left leaves it off for Heron. Breaking up stop though. Toss it back to Miller, and Miller stepping in with 2 goals already today. That shot is fired off the back of the cage. Back on Miller's stick though, and he leaves it out for Vidro. Vidro goes way far side, right? And right into the netting of Whitmer. And his strong day continues. He saw that one all the way through, and it's back the other way. Oregon State. Possibly a turnover here though, and it is. And so Vidro moves it forward for the Lax Cats. He gets it over to the leg. And they'll peel back and leave it off to Green. Going to the left side, might have some room here to make a cut. Take around behind the net and stop. And peel off on the left side. Tosses it up for Gaudreau. Gaudreau will throw things up and toss it back to the top of the zone. Off from Wood. Bryce Wood with a chance on the right side. Decides to pass it off behind the net. It's Gaudreau peeling out, making a move of his own. One-handed shot. It's just falling to the ground. Bounces way wide of the net. A nice effort from his part, but unable to get much on the shot. This one heads out of bounds and will go in favor of the Beavers. Once again, just a reminder, no official clock for us here today, so we're relying off some, what do we say, troubled judgment, I guess. We're trying our best to keep track of where this game is.
They say that's all that counts, so I think that we're in a good
those that are running the Twitter accounts for the Beavers and the Arizona Cats over by the scorers table, they have a little bit more better updates on time. So if you have, if you're on the Twitter sphere, feel free to follow them and pay attention to what they're doing at time, try to keep track of that, or keep you as updated as best we can with where this game is in terms of time, with Arizona currently still trailing by 5 goals, 8-3. Our score. Green trying to make a move. But great defense there by Roach. Excuse me. Yeah, it's Roach. Back up top, making a move, and we're in. Shot coming out way far out. That might have been a pass. Misfires. Back to grab it will be Austin Miller. That went out front. The shot comes from Gaudreau. And went off the back of the cage. He took an odd bounce there. Looked for a second like it might have been in the net. Filled some fans out here, but nothing doing there. And so Oregon State will move forward.
1 year it wasn't worth it.
Checking in the box, they have it. Send that down in. Excuse me, foot. Got it. Makes a move. Pull out. Top towards 2 defenders.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Leave it off. Forehand there.
Slowly but surely, this quarter's starting to wind out. UofA really not doing a very good job of maintaining possession, and Oregon State's going to take as many chances as they can to run out this clock.
Cathcart looking for a man cutting out on the side of the net. It did, but they can't connect. So the turnover will lead to an Arizona possession. Time running out on this game. They're trying to mount a comeback here, down 5 goals in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and you can see right now, coming all the way out of his goal is Tanner Nego, working up near the midfield, and another turnover for Arizona.
Key right there, because with all this time running out, their chances are going to be limited. Oregon State will, we would assume, slow things down and try to dictate the pace of the game here as we head into the final half of the 4th quarter.
And Oregon State has done a great job. It's very hard for MCLA teams, and it comes purely down to coaching, to manage leads like this and not let games get out of hand and comebacks open door for comebacks. And so far, Oregon State has done a great job of holding on to possession and utilizing things like this. Situation, call a timeout, let your offense get reset. You can afford that.
Great move here, especially with the short bench like the Beavers have. They've done a nice job of rotating players in and out, but to keep fresh legs and keep the momentum, keep things focused, that's the timeout called here by bring around for tournament bids. You're competing with some of the best teams in the country, and it's going to be tough to find a tournament spot later on in the season. Wins like this one could really come, losses like this one really could come back to haunt them.
Well, for Oregon State, this is a win they have to get to start getting on the national radar, because they don't play many daunting opponents. They do play Cal Poly and Simon Fraser and Oregon, but aside from those PNCLL games, Cal Poly is really only out-of-conference game aside from this one that they have to make a mark in.
And this, like you just said, this being one of the only other out-of-conference big games, this is a huge win for the program.
Well, they're showing up big. They're showing up big.
We would assume launch them into the top 25 in the updated rankings. See quite a bit of a shakeup this season, especially early on. We expect there's a lot of shakeup in the MCLA this year. In the entire top 25, a lot of surprise teams are going to take the jump this season. Some of the powerhouses are really in a rebuilding phase, so it'll be interesting to see where things play out over the next couple months. Arizona, though, meanwhile, still trying to get back in this game. Much time left remaining for them. Down 5. Green by right side. Blocked off there by Roach. Roach doing a great job on him. Green trying to get the shot off. Roach. Green's head on. He's trying to get the shot away. And that forces a turnover. And so the Beavers will grab possession. See a lot of pressure now out front. The last guys trying to. They almost do. This ball heads into the Arizona zone. The Beavers. Tosses it back. Belmore with it. Leaving it back to Moscow. Moves it over. Stowe, the freshman midi. Makes a move and stops on the right side. Looks back for Belmore. Belmore will slow it up and bring it back up top. For Blasco. Arizona trying to apply pressure and get things moving, but Oregon State doing a nice job.
Yeah, they clearly have a lot of faith in this midfield as they're leaving guys on isolation plays, letting them hold on to it, and right there, that's how it's going to come back to bite you.
Turnover, Gaudreau with the pressure there, forces that one. Go back the other way, and Brian Falbo. Falbo makes a move, cuts to the center, then cuts back, lines for a shot, and then decides to pass it off back behind the net. Arizona setting up, stepping onto the field, and now with the ball is Duran, and then he leaves it off for a teammate, making a move and cutting towards the net. That's Trinity with it. He goes back from Duran, and Duran pulls over on the left side and wheels back around. Getting the stick of Bundy. Bundy leaves it off for a teammate on the right side. And that's Falbo. Falbo still with it, a fake pass. He holds on to it though, can't fool me. That time, comes defense, he scores. Falbo pulls out in front of the net and fires one by Widmer. And they cut the lead to 4.
Arizona amped up to get that goal on the board, and this is something half of the fourth quarter.
State's been great at rebounding and responding to Arizona's goals so far here today, though, and so we'll see if they can do that once again. Even the face-off will be crucial for this one, especially for the Lax Cats, but what a goal there from Brian Falbo. Individual effort, Arizona could use a lot more of those here today. Some star plays. Had possession for a brief moment, but knocked out a stick of Nolan Baker. And so Oregon State will take over. And Schaefer looking into the zone, checks into the box, peel off, makes a spin move, and Schaefer with some room for a man in front, decides to shoot it himself. That one skies over the net though. Way over the stick of Nego. Back to get it. It's Cathcart for the Beavers. Oregon State now nursing a 4-goal lead here in the last 5 minutes of play in the fourth quarter.
Well, and interestingly enough, Oregon State has yet to allow a goal to anybody but freshmen. That's Austin Miller and Falbo, except for Gaudreau, I guess, earlier in the game. So the usual U of A players that have been offensive threats throughout their careers aren't really making an impact so far in this game.
Oregon State wasting some time here, doing a nice job of holding on to the ball. Here's Kaczynski, and he moves it on over to Heron. Making a move, tries to split 2 defenders. He's knocked down, and that's a loose ball, picked up. Careful by Arizona's back check there, but coming up and moving down the field with it, maintaining possession. Gaudreau.
They've been great in transition so far today.
That was Baker down the field and leaves it off at Green. Baker checks out. Green behind the net, moves it over for Bundy. Bundy back in his attack position. Wheeling around up to the top of the zone. Nice pressure defense there. Arizona cycling the ball, low to high shot. That one just rolls along the ground though, wide to the left of the cage. Shot coming courtesy of Falbo there, looking for his second goal of the day. In the final 4 minutes of play, and Lax Cats still trail by 4. Falbo, most recent goal scorer for them, turns it over, or excuse me, leaves it over for a teammate, and now streaking with it. A shot from Green is blocked, doesn't get anywhere. Falbo picks it up right away though. He's not pretty bad. He still has possession, but not some more. We'll get a call though, and so we'll stay with Arizona. Gaudreau. Drive inside the zone. Final 3 minutes to play on the clock, and things will resume. Arizona in the pack. Not much time to score 4 goals here. But here there's a start. Right off the timeout, Austin Miller. The rocket to the back of the net. Winmar couldn't even see it. 8-5 now. On face-offs, turnovers, everything's got to be working in their favor. That's a hat trick for Austin Miller. Freshman tackle today. A huge face-off win though for the Beavers.
Now it's going to come down to these long poles and whether or not they can force crucial turnovers from Oregon State.
Hendry, long call with it. It's a far side of Schaefer, can't quite control it. And it's turnover, and Arizona will move back up in the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Almost a turnover there for Arizona, but they were able to hold on. Coming in to save the day, Jackson Kinney peels back, some good pressure by the Beavers. The ball centered forward and received by Matt Lett. Steps into the zone and then tosses it back to Falbo. Falbo will buy some time here. He doesn't have much of it. 3-goal deficit. Just about 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter.
And you can see Pedrick on the sideline saying, come on, let's go. We've got to move faster than this.
They absolutely do. And it's Gaudreau with it on the right side. He's trying to step out front, make some space for himself. A shot there. And Televised one at that. Goes over the net.
And I think a stick got there at the last second to kind of force him off his block a little bit.
Try to get right back on it here. That's Green at the top of the zone. Will make a run here. Looking for a man in front, crosses the side, and then the shot is whipped in. And he scores. A 2-goal lead now for Oregon State.
Rogers is going to get open, and he takes advantage there with the bounce shot. That's great offense.
I mentioned it early on, so besides Gaudreau, the Arizona Lax Cats had all freshmen score, and since you said that, 2 more freshmen scored, Miller and Rogers. So it's been the young guys carrying the load for Arizona here today.
Another face-off loss.
But yeah, exactly. A big win there for Oregon State to respond after a couple of goals. It's now 4 unanswered for Arizona. It was an 8-2 lead at one point for Oregon State. And let's go over here, and here comes with the speed, a big chance for Arizona. Lining and firing. Just over a minute remaining. Arizona has cut the lead to 1. There's the man Falbo.
You can force a turnover if you don't win this face-off, but ideally you win the face-off.
The finish we're being treated to here. 5 unanswered goals for Arizona. What a 4th quarter
This is a
effort.
huge face-off right here.
What a 4th quarter effort for Arizona, and the face-off is one back for a second there by Oregon. Oregon State, they can't fully come up with it. The ball is still loose and eventually picked up or shoved ahead by Arizona, but eventually a nice play by Schaefer. He tosses it all the way down the field, turned over, and Arizona now has possession.
I wasn't sure what he was thinking there.
Errant pass though, and another turnover turned right back over by the Lax Cats. And Oregon State now in the final minute of play, nursing a 1-goal lead, 5 unanswered for Arizona.
And Arizona clearly not prepared as Oregon State.
Time really running out here. Yeah, like you're saying, no pressure up on the ball right now. finally going to get some guys moving forward. We're in the last 40 seconds or so. Almost a nice play by Bundy. In the last 10 seconds of play, actually, that one's sailing all the way in on net. And the whistle will sound, and the comeback comes up just short. What a finish to this game now in the last 5 minutes of play. It was only last unanswered goals. 8-2 the score was at one point. We finished 8-7. What a conclusion to this game, Fred.
A strange decision for Oregon State, just hurling the ball forward, and now it's the Beavers who are celebrating on the field. And for the last